Hey guys, this is Mr. H. This is question 21 from the June 2024 Algebra 1 Regents exam. As you can see, about 28% of you guys got that right. It's about 1 out of every 3 students, a little less. This one was a little tricky. Normally, I think if they had presented it, their answer choice is a little different. I think more of you would have gotten this one, but let's read it and go over it real quick. It says when babysitting, Nicole charges an hourly rate. I'm going to underline that because that's important. An hourly rate and an additional charge for gas. All right, so there's 2 pieces here. She's got an hourly rate and she's got an additional charge. She uses the function C of H equals 6 times H plus 5 to determine how much she charges for babysitting. The constant term of this function represents. So we want to know, this is the constant. And the degree of this function, or the highest exponent, is a 1. So this is a linear function. That's what you should know. A linear function has 2 pieces. It has a slope. It has slope. And it has a y-intercept. And the y-intercept is basically the amount that you have to pay regardless of what else is going on. It's the initial charge. It's the amount for me to show up. It's the amount for me to get there, to do whatever it is I want. I'm going to charge you by an hour or by a rate. Before I can start that rate, I have to get there and you have to pay me to come there. So in this case, Nicole has 2 charges. She has an hourly rate, that's the slope, and she's charging, it says here, it looks like she's charging $6 an hour, and she's charging $5 for the gas that she has to pay to get there. So she's saying, for me to drive over there, it's going to cost me $5. So you got to pay for my gas in order for me to show up. And then when I get there and start babysitting, you got to pay me $6 every hour. So the constant is a plus 5. So that's the charge for the gas. That's the charge for the gas. It's not the hourly rate. That's the slope. It's not the number of hours because we don't know what that is. That's H. That's the input. That's the X value. And then the total. The total is C of H. That's the total amount. The number of hours is the input. That's H. The hourly rate, that's 6. That's the slope. And the additional charge, that's 5. That's it. So basically, normally it would be your starting amount. So basically you're saying, in order to start babysitting, I have to get there. And for me to get there, you got to pay me $5 to cover my gas. That's it. So I don't know. We have to kind of go over these a little bit more in the future. Linear functions are pretty basic, but they're also very important. So we've got to be able to interpret the slope and the y-intercept appropriately. All right, so I'm going to stop and I'm going to post.